Yeah, I have. What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Across the Board, sponsored by MoneyBall Metrics. You have your normal Wednesday team here today. You have myself, AlphaDog Bets, here with my guy, JD, from Line Movers. JD, how are you today, brother?
Doing great, man.
Oh, my God, J-Bo, you've given us 1, 2, 3, 4 games already, and we haven't even gotten through intros yet. We love that. JD, back to you. What's going on,
J-Bo is ready to go. Yeah, man, doing actually really good. I don't want to get into the recap yet. But yeah, man, just everything as far as in everything is just going really well currently. So life,
we love to hear that.
Going well.
Everything is going well. We love when everything is going well, especially for you, JD. We all love that. Everyone likes a happy JD. I'll be the first one to say that. Sure. A happy JD is a better JD. At least that's how I feel. JD, was a fun day yesterday. You ready to dive into a little best bets? And our guy, Gerald, already has the numbers up here, so I think it's a good time for us to dive in. If you guys can do a little simple math there, that is 6-1 combined on best bets yesterday. So, I mean, kind of already did the recap, but we're still going to do it because we had a great day. I, of course, have to find it. There we go. Our Tuesday recap. Well, I'll go first because JD's the one who didn't have a loss. I did have a loss. I went 3-1 on best bets yesterday, but we ended up finishing the day 5-1 overall. Only had the one loss, which was a fantastic day. And it was an unfortunate loss, too. It was the under in that Blue Jays Pirates game where they just scored 1 million runs in the first couple innings, and that's what got them there. Then it kind of cooled off the rest of the day. So unfortunate we didn't get that one to get the full sweep, but we will take a huge day. JD, over to you. How did you do yesterday?
Man, it was a fun day. It was one of those days where you just got to sit back and just like have fun with it. Cause you know, there's not many days where like you have days like we had yesterday. And as far as the show picks, I did go 3-0 there. But then as far as overall, I went Mason, love it.
Where's Mason's? Did I miss it?
The very bottom one.
I don't have it. Oh, the stock. Oh, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Every time I give out a big winner, they love to give JD the credit. That was my plus 830 home run call. So JD had his own winner in the home run department. I had mine. Let us get our credit there. And good one, Mason. That was funny. I'll give you credit. That was funny.
But yeah, man, I ended up between actually tennis and baseball, ended up going 8-1. As far as in baseball, it ended up going 6-0. I had first five team total overs, and those all hit.
Let's go.
Like I like to throw like one of those in, like every day or so. But like yesterday, I saw an edge, like massive edges on a bunch of them. And then we also had the A's. The A's at a nice underdog price. So yeah, man, it was just one of those days. It was just fun. So.
It was a fun day. There's nothing better than we all win. When you win, when I win, the viewers were all messaging me last night. J-Bo, I believe J-Bo out there, we were speaking a little bit this morning, had to sweep himself on his own bet. So J-Bo, let's keep it rolling, baby. We love when our viewers are cashing. We love when we are cashing. Everyone's happy when everyone who's a part of the show is making some money. Over to the comments. Everyone is here early, which is fantastic. One I do want to bring up is from Brian here. What's up, Brian? We appreciate you tuning in. How about Scoob yesterday? Unfreaking believable, Brian. That was my play of the day, was the under, and we had a 1-0 extra inning final there. Schoolball was on fire. Hunter Brown wasn't quite as good as I thought he'd be, which is hard to say because he didn't give up any runs. But I believe every inning but one, the first batter of the inning got on for the Tigers. So it was stressful for Hunter Brown for the majority of the game, but he danced through it, and he had a big game as well. JD, what'd you think about Scoob and Hunter Brown yesterday?
I mean, yeah, he definitely pitched well, and it's looking like for me is right now, currently, he is more of a bet on guy at at home, and maybe not so much as far as on the road.
Yeah.
We actually definitely need to see a few more starts from him, but that's what it's starting to kind of look like, though.
Yep.
But actually, yeah, like he had a great bounce back start, though.
100%. We love to see that. Well, JD, we have a huge slate today. We have some early games that are about to start. We have 125 people who are tuning in just for our recap segment. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in early. But I think it's about that time we get into the meat and the potatoes, a little baseball breakdown, giving you guys some winners. JD, you ready to dive in?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it, brother. We're going to transition right into the MLB. And we're going to go into our first game of the day. The first game we're going to be breaking down today is going to be those Seattle Mariners going back into Philadelphia and taking on the Phillies. Pitching for the Seattle Mariners is Luis Castillo. Castillo is 8-6 on the year with a 3.48 ERA and a 1.22 whip. On the other side is JD's guy, Jesus Luzardo. He is 11-6 on the year with a 4.21 ERA and a 1.3 whip. JD, interesting one here. The line has been bouncing all over the place for this early game. This is one of our earlier ones. This is a 1:06 Eastern first pitch. I've seen the Phillies anywhere up to a minus 165. I've seen them as down anywhere to a minus 140. What do you think about this game? What you got?
Yeah, to me, this is an interesting game, and it's a spot where both of the starters, they're in a position where I want to fade them.
Yep.
As far as for the Mariners, we have Luis on the mound, and everybody knows this whole season I've kind of been down actually on him. And I mean, he, as far as good starts, he actually definitely has some. But those are normally at home.
Yep.
As far as on the road, that is where that I want to fade him.
Yep.
I mean, that's shows, and especially his last start that was versus the Mets. He only went 4. He gave up 9 hits and 6 earned. And today he faces an actual lineup that is pretty stacked.
Yeah.
And it's stacked with actually left-handers also, which that is what he is not as good against. So it's just a day that I think that he's going to have a kind of a rough day. Then for the Phillies, we have, just like you said, our guy, Jesus. And he is one of those weird guys where he does not pitch as well at home. And actually then as far as the Mariners go, their lineup hasn't seemed to be doing as well in the past week or so.
How many times have we said that on this show, JD? The Mariners right now are a fade. I've come on here and a lot of people in the comments have even said the Mariners are a really good team. What are we doing? They haven't played like that right now, guys.
Yeah, they definitely have not been. But with this matchup today is a day that I think that they can score runs, though. For me, as far as the total here, I have this total at actually 9.8. So I am a full run off here. So my play on this is going to be the over 8.5 runs.
I like that. That's going to come into a couple bets that I'm about to talk about. I'm actually hyping up right now that I have a home run bet in this game. We all know how this show did on home run bets yesterday. Well, I hyped that up. JD, when you look at the lineup, have you looked at how any of these Phillies have done against Castillo? If you haven't, don't do it yet. But is there any predictions you have for a home run in this game? You know how I like to target the Phillies. You know I like their lefty power bats against a right-handed pitcher who struggles on the road. Castillo, 5.0 ERA on the road, so he fits the mold perfectly. He throws hard. That also helps balls leave the park. He's also allowed 18 dingers on the year and only 142 innings. So if you had to guess, who do you think the guy is I'm targeting?
I mean, probably Schwarber, but I mean, I would assume that his price is probably really low.
We're going to have to take a look here. So that is the Philly who has absolutely destroyed Luis Castillo in his career. In his career, he's batting an even 300. He's 6 for 20. In those 6 hits, 4 of them have been homers, guys. So in 20% of his at-bats in his career against Castillo, he has left the park. That is an extremely, extremely high home run rate. Let's pull up here exactly what the odds would be for him to hit a home run. And the books kind of know that too. It opened at a plus 250 for Schwarber. It's down to a plus 200 evenly. I still like it. I do think we will see him leave the park today. I just feel with his stats he's had against him, there's a good chance he will leave the yard. There's another couple Phillies that I like to target today, potentially for a home run prop, but I'm definitely targeting this Phillies team overall. I will let it out now that the Phillies are one leg of my parlay of the day. Let me make sure we're not covering the second leg because I'm just going to give it out if we're not. Let me look at the games. We are not. So I'm parlaying with the Dodgers, guys. Phillies, Dodgers. You can get that parlay currently at a plus 122 odds. I think the Phillies have no problems winning this game. The Mariners on the road have really struggled all year long, especially as of late. And the Phillies bats are hot. What do we say on this show? When a team is hot in the summer months, you ride those bats. Let's go back over to the batting lineup for the Phillies because I think there's a lot of opportunities to cash some home run bets in this game. Max Kepler, another guy who you're going to get some good value on Max Kepler. Before I go over his stats, let's pull up what his odds would be for a dinger because he's going to be my favorite pick today, and that's at a plus 550. Plus 550 for Kepler. He's coming in off a big game last night. Actually, he's had 2 consecutive big games, and in his career against Luis Castillo, he's batting .320 with a homer and 2 ribbies, and it's not exactly in a small sample size. He has seen him 16 times in his career. So he has had some success against him. I do expect the back of this Phillies lineup to continue producing. We saw Bryson Stott cash our plus 830 home run pick yesterday. I expect some of these bigger names to do well today. And like I said, I do expect the Phillies to win this game rather easily. JD, I hope there's runs and a lot of them to go with your bet. Any home run plays you like in this game? Because I do feel like this could be a great game to target for some early homers.
Yeah, from what you just said, as far as actually
that's
Schwarber
crazy, goes, David. You're doing a reverse line, David, a plus 1.5 here? That's interesting. I mean, if I think they're going to win, I definitely think they'll hit the reverse line, but I definitely think that's an interesting way to approach it. Might not be the way I love it, but I do appreciate that you're going that route.
Just looking it over here, the 2 guys that actually you said, those are the ones that definitely make the most sense.
They stick out, right? When you look at how they've done in their careers off Castillo, when you look at the odds, those are the 2 that are jumping off the page for me. I will sometimes like to target a Bryce Harper homer. He's a guy who could really help you there, but he's had no success against Castillo going deep in his career. He's seen him 11 times. He has 0 homers. He has 3 ribbies to 2 strikeouts. So Harper wouldn't be the guy who I would be targeting. Now, of course, because I said that, he's going to hit 4 of them today. But
I was about to say, what is his price?
Let's take a look here.
His price. Because we're probably getting a good price on him then.
300 flat.
That's not a good price.
It's not a good price. No. They expect homers in this game. If you look at the home run odds, they're expecting the Phillies to have a big offensive performance, guys. That's just what it is when you look at the homer price. Schwarber's a plus 200. And by the way, you said it perfectly. Remember when Luis Castillo was supposed to be the next ace of the MLB? Remember when he was that highly coveted prospect from the Reds that everybody wanted and he was going to be the next guy? Unfortunately for Mariners fans and for him, he just hasn't been that. A 5.0 ERA. Look for ways to exploit him. Look for ways to cash on him. He's a big-name pitcher that gets a lot of credit for being a big-name pitcher when he doesn't produce like a big-name pitcher anymore.
That was very well said.
I appreciate that. Occasionally I have a good one. Ready to keep moving, JD? My favorite play of the day is in the next game. And I've already posted it for free on Twitter, so if you guys follow me, you've already seen it. You ready to dive in?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it, brother. Next game we're breaking down today is going to be the Houston Astros going to Detroit and taking on those Tigers. Pitching for the Houston Astros is Framber Valdez. Framber Valdez is 11-6 with a 3.01 ERA and a 1.18 whip. I love me some Framber Valdez. I'll just let that out early. Pitching for the Tigers is Old Man Charlie. Uncle Chuck is 8-10 on the year with a 5.2 ERA. He's done a little bit better since he's gone to Detroit, but he's still not a great pitcher. You know who Uncle Charlie is. How old is he now? Let's pull it up. He is coming in at a bright, young 41 years old, turning 42 this year. JD, any action from you in this one? Because everyone already knows my pick. I've already posted it. I'm on the Astros, and I absolutely love them today.
Man, I'm not officially on a play here, but there's a play that I'm definitely thinking about here. As far as the Astros, like you said, they have the guy, Framber, on the mound. And honestly, he has not been pitching well. He has been giving up a lot of hits. He's been giving up plenty of earned runs. But I do think this could be a nice buy low spot on him, though. This to me does really seem like seemed actually like a really good bounce back spot, and a day when actually he can hold this Tigers lineup down.
So I feel.
On the other side, we have Charlie Morton, and he's not somebody that I'm trying to back, even though some of his starts have been really good.
Yep.
But then again, he throws in some starts that are really bad. The thing is, this Astros lineup is just not scoring runs.
Yep.
I mean, literally not scoring runs. This total is at 8.5. J-Bo, do the thing.
He did it. It's already there. He already did it.
He's already done it. I am not a big unders guy. But this total, I just can't really make sense of actually why it's this high. To me, the books are saying that they think Framber is just going to get hit again, and then that Charlie Morton is actually also going to. So I don't really know what to think about. So there's why I am staying off of it.
Understand. Would you take the under, though? A lot of people are commenting. A Russo 240 is saying Phillies under this afternoon. 11, 12, 6, last 3, and over is minus 130. What do you think?
Phillies game?
Yeah, let's double check that.
The Phillies game, I'm on the over.
Yeah, the Phillies game, not sure I would love the under in that spot, but I did want to get JD's opinion on this one. Benjamin is saying Detroit is great in the afternoon. That's a good stat to have. But also, this is a Charlie Morton fade for me, guys, as well as it is. I think the Astros are going to snap out of their slump. JD put it perfectly. They have not been scoring runs to the point where they haven't scored in 4 of their last 5. Let me repeat that. In 4 of the last 5 games the Astros have played, they have not put up a single run. But I do think that stops here. I do think Framber Valdez is the guy who stops it for them. He needs to be the guy who stops it for them. That's why they have him where he is. That's why they don't have a ton of other ace starters. This is the guy for the Astros that when you need a win, he is who they call on. And I do anticipate a big performance from Framber. I do anticipate a big performance from this Astros team, and let's see them get a big dub today. Benjamin is saying Big Uncle Charlie. Let's hope Big Uncle Charlie gets absolutely shelled here. JD, quickly, we do have a game starting at 12:35. We have not covered it yet, but a couple people have put it in the chat. So that one I do want to cover next because it starts in about 15 minutes. Anything else on this game you want to add? We still definitely have time if you want to add something here.
Yeah.
Just wanted to put in your mind, we're going to go to that one next.
Okay. Yeah. Just something quick here. Just kind of like how I think, just to let people see like how I see this game. And why, as far as the under, to me, when you just look at it, it makes a lot of sense. But then when you really look at it, is actually why I'm staying off of it, is because just like you said, the Astros have not been scoring, right? But the Astros are favored here.
Yep.
So that's saying that they're going to score runs.
Correct. Correct.
But the total set at this high is also saying that the Tigers are going to score their runs also, but they think the Astros are going to score more runs.
Correct.
So that's what scares me off of this. From just knowing what I know and then just looking at the lines, it just tells me, nah, I probably should just stay off here.
I respect it. Well, you're wrong, and the Astros are going to win by 90. So we'll be back tomorrow to talk about the big Astros win. At least I hope, JD. I really don't feel like taking shit for that. So we will see how this one does play out in just about 40 minutes. All right, JD. People be requesting it. Patty's dog of the day is in this game. So let's bring up the early game. We got the Blue Jays. We got Footy's Pittsburgh Pirates. Big news around the Pittsburgh Pirates today. Footy, are you still here? Footy, are you still here? Because I know you've been going nuts about it. The Pirates called up the number 1 pitching prospect in baseball today. That's why when he joined the show, he commented that right away, Bubba. That is the name of the pitcher. Weirdly, they are putting him in the bullpen. He's been an elite starter, an electric starter in the minors. He's the number 1 pitching prospect in baseball, but they are moving him to the bullpen. Footy's very upset about that. He just yet again wrote into the chat and put Bubba, so Footy is here. I know you're excited. Will that give some steam to this Pittsburgh Pirates team? Will they be excited? They have the top prospect in baseball, or the top pitching prospect in baseball coming up. I'm not too sure because they're doing a bullpen game. JD, Chris Bassett's on the bump for the Blue Jays. He's 11-6 with a 4.2 ERA. But on the other side is Johan Oviedo. Johan Oviedo has only pitched in 1 inning this year. He has an 18 ERA. Very, very small sample size. But he's going to be an opener, and we are going to see a lot of the Pittsburgh Pirates bullpen today. JD, the Pittsburgh Pirates bullpen is not a team I want to back when they have to go a lot of innings in a single day. We all know what this Pittsburgh Pirates bullpen has been as of late. What do you think about this game? And shout out Jason. What's up, brother?
This is one that I honestly had not looked at. But as far as Chris Bassett goes, I think everybody knows I'm not a fan of his. He is the one guy that I'm kind of trying to actually fade. As far as the Pirates' numbers against him, look fairly decent.
Yep.
Which makes sense of why the model absolutely loves the over here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull it back up here.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of runs in this game. Do I think that Chris Bassett's going to keep the Pirates scoreless? I don't, but fortunately, he's going up against the Pirates, in my opinion. So I do think he'll do a little bit better than he normally does in road starts. David put in the chat that he likes the Blue Jays by 2+ easy. I agree with you, David. I already gave out this play for free on my X account. I did my MLB 2-pack for the early slate. The 2 games I gave out were the Astros, the last one we just broke down on the money line, and the Blue Jays on the run line at the -1.5. So you guys know exactly how I feel about this game. You know exactly how I feel about this Blue Jays team. You guys know I've been probably the one guy on X, the one guy on social media that is not a Blue Jays fan, that has been screaming about how good this Blue Jays have been all year long. We've been making money on them all year long as well. That's why the chat, Jabo, others put it's Alphas, Blue Jays. It's because they've done pretty well for me. So, Footy, good point here. Oviedo was a starter previously 2 seasons ago. He just came back from Tommy John surgery. Yeah, exactly. That's why I contemplate calling him a opener. I don't think we're going to get 5 innings from him, even if he has a strong performance. He's working his way back from Tommy John. I think the maximum amount of innings we will see from Oviedo today is 3 to 4. And to me, that's in the opener range. So you're going to get a lot of the bullpen in this game. JD.
Yeah. I literally just, while we were on air and actually while we're talking, I put a bet in on the over 8.5 runs. This is not going to be a VIP play. This is just a nice little $100 play. I don't know if you can see it.
We cannot, but we believe you.
You can? Well,
I mean,
kind of can.
If you get a magnifying glass and you hold it up, you'll probably be able to read it.
So yeah, that's nothing. It's nothing big, but yeah, just from what the model says, just with how far I'm off here, this is something that I just have to play.
David feels the same as you do. So if the Blue Jays win 18-0, I think every single person in this show, besides Footy Chancellor, will be very happy. So I'm sorry, Footy. Hope you're getting a little bit of a bad mood around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock when this one does end. All right, JD, back to our normal scheduled programming. You ready to go on to the next game we have pre-planned for the day?
For sure.
We have JD's favorite team, the New York Yankees, going to Tampa Bay and taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. And boy, was it a fun game to watch last night if you were on the New York Yankees like I was. Pitching for JD's New York Yankees is the Schlittler, Cam Schlittler. He's 1-2 with a 3.9 ERA and a 1.52 whip. On the other side is Tampa's guy, Drew Rasmussen. Rasmussen is 10-5 with a 2.6 ERA and a 0.98 whip. Couple things to note about this one. Cam Schlittler, we've talked about him every single start on the show. You guys know I'm very high on the kid who throws 100+ miles an hour with his fastball all game long. His ERA has gotten lower and lower every time we've talked about him. It was in the 5s, then it was in the 4s. Now it's down in the 3s, so he's been pitching very well as of late. The Yankees bats, JD, erupted last night. I think everyone saw that. What was it, 8 or 9 homers in the game? It was unbelievable. You called the Aaron Judge homer. Well done, JD. But on to this specific game. We got Rasmussen. We got the Schlittler. What do you like in this one? The Rays are a slight favorite at home, while the Yankees may be back 8-3 over the last 11. What do you got?
Yeah, man. Just to start off with, as far as last night, that was a lot of fun. Like Judge homered, and I immediately sent you a text. And,
hell yeah!
And then actually you were right back. You were back to back, and then you're like 2 back.
Yeah, back to back to back.
Then I was like, holy shit! My actually first 5 over cashed in the first like that.
Right.
So yeah, that was definitely a lot of fun. And yeah, that comes back to now talking about today's game is like we said yesterday, the Yankees offense is currently back. They are hitting the ball. They are in this minor league actually ballpark.
Yep.
This is basically like an also home game for them. Actually, that's something that's not really talked about much. But actually, this is actually like a home game for him, though.
I mean, the stadium they're playing in is called George Steinbrenner Field, who is the former deceased owner of the Yankees, whose son runs the team. So they're playing in the Yankees spring training park. Every single Yankee has played in this park for a ton of games.
Yes, exactly. So here, Yankees are throwing out your guy. I do have to say your guy because he actually is your guy.
I do like him a lot.
You've backed him a lot. I've been not betting against him, but I've been kind of waiting. He's one of those guys I've been kind of waiting to see how things go. And he has gotten better actually with almost like every start.
Yep.
He actually really has. On the other side though, we got the guy Drew for the Rays, and for this season he has been big.
David, you're in this show every day for over a year, and you don't know JD's Twitter handle, bro?
Come on, man.
Come on, David. You're here every day. JD, please go over your Twitter. I had to stop the show. That's absurd.
At line movers LLC.
JD is at Line Movers LLC. You'll see him all over my page as well. Sorry, continue, JD. I had to get that. That's insane.
But yeah, Drew, man, as far as for the Rays this season, the Rays, as far as their season just as a whole, they have not had the actually best one. But he has been the actually bright spot. You gotta stop doing that. Footy's making me laugh.
Dude, get him out of here today. I laugh too. Stop it.
He's cracking me up here. But yeah, he actually has been that actually one actually like bright spot. He's been doing great.
Yep.
So as far as the starting pitcher edge, I do have to give it to them.
100% it's the Rays. 100% Rasmussen right now is a much better pitcher than Schlittler. 100%.
But for me, the Rays are just out of it. And
their offense sucks.
To me, I was about to say, they're starting to really look like they're a team playing like they're out of it now.
Yeah, 100%.
And then you have this Yankees team who is now coming on. The bats are going. The Yankees as the dog here, small dog. I understand why the books would make the Rays a small favorite, but this is one where, as far as the Yankees, I do have to ride them here. So give me the Yankees on the money line.
Yeah, I do feel the wrong team's favorite. And I know Drew Rasmussen's been very good, especially at home. He's a better home pitcher, and he's already been a good pitcher on the year. This Rays team isn't hitting, guys. They're just not. And the Yankees team are. They are. Whatever the right way to say that in English is. That these guys have been unbelievable, the Yankees. And you know who's been absolutely unbelievable in the last week or two? Is Giancarlo Stanton. This guy has hit like 6 homers. They gave him 3 days off because he tried to play the field, and he got a little sore out in right field just from trying to play a little of the field. But then he comes back after 3 games and hits another 2 homers in a single game. Even in off days, this guy is just mashing the ball. He's somebody I would target tonight. Another one. Everyone's talking about home run props today, understandably. If you've gone on X, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, the lottery ticket cappers made out like bandits last night. A lot of people hit a lot of those $15 to win 10 grand lotto tickets, and you're seeing them all over. So it's a hot topic of what people are trying to bet today, and we understand it. What people want, we're going to dive into. So another guy that I absolutely love to go deep in this game is going to be Giancarlo Stanton. Let's see if I could get the odds up for it. I don't think they'll be good. They're not offering it, so they may be anticipating him to have a scheduled off day tonight, which would be interesting because he mashed again last night, but there are currently no odds available on Giancarlo. I would be surprised if he is not playing. The official lineup is not out yet, and after he mashed last night, but we will have to see. As of right now, no Giancarlo in the projected lineup, apparently, because they have no home run offerings on him. Are there anyone or any guys in this game you're targeting, JD? Because if you targeted anyone in this game from last night, you made out like a bandit in the minor league ballpark. Any guys, maybe a Cody Bellinger coming in off a 2-homer game when you can get him at a plus 500 tonight. What do you think?
I was about to say, honestly, nobody I'm really targeting, but because they're facing Drew. And
yeah, that makes sense.
But that's where some of these prices should be better, though. Just like you said, as far as actually, like you said that Cody was plus 500.
Yeah, and he hit 2 last night. I mean, he's the lefty going up against the righty in a very short field.
that would at that type of price, that would be the guy.
Me too. I think so as well, especially with how well he's been playing, especially that he has protection. If Giancarlo's in there, he has to go in between him and Aaron Judge, so they have to throw him pitches. That would be the guy I would target in this game. There's one more guy I would target in this game, and surprisingly, he's a lower price, and I don't like that, but that would be Trent Grisham. Trent Grisham has had his career year in homers. I believe he has 23 now. He never hit more than 20 in his career. He's been fantastic for this Yankees team. He's been fantastic against the Rays all year, and I can see him going deep in this one. We do have a comment here from A. Russo. Judge's odds are down to a plus 210. They're going down and down. We hit it. JD hit it last night, hit a banger. I believe it was a plus 200. For me, I know I gave out the Schwarber plus 200 earlier. I'm just not a big home run bet backer unless it's a plus 400 or higher, to be completely honest. There's occasional guys I'll target in specific spots, but it's not something I like to do often. JD?
Yeah, see, the difference here is if you're getting Judge at the same price as last night, that makes no sense. Because his matchup last night was so good. And his matchup tonight is not nearly as actually good. So I just don't see how you could bet him again at that same price.
Couldn't agree more. There's no value on that plus 215. But yet again, I thought that yesterday, and he went deep, and you proved me wrong with that one. So if you think he's going to go deep, you can take a shot. I'd prefer a guy like Bellinger, though, coming in at a plus 500.
And also, something really quick. We're still fairly early in the show, and we already have over 1,100 people live here. So shout out to y'all and shout out to the chat.
Absolutely. We appreciate every single one of you for tuning in, as we always do. You know, it's weird, JD. Seems like every day there's been more and more people in here. The earlier we go, we appreciate you guys helping the show grow. It does mean a lot, gearing up for NFL season. JD, we have one more pre-selected game for the day, but we have a couple more. I know Dylan put one in there. I know J-Bo put in 97. So we'll make sure we touch on all those. Ready to dive into the last pre-scheduled game of the day.
For sure.
All right. Next game we're breaking down today, boys, is going to be those Milwaukee Brewers. The fan of JD. That's not the way I want to word it. The team that JD is a fan of. There we go. Jesus, it's been a long morning already. Going up against the Chicago Cubs. Pitching matchup interesting here. Jacob Mizorowski going for the Brewers. Last time we saw him, was it bad? Was it bad? I believe that was the game that the Brewers were down 8-1. They came back and won unbelievably, but he got absolutely shelled in that first inning, or the second inning when he actually got shelled. On the other side is Colin Ray, a guy who I have no luck betting. He's 9-5 on the year with a 4.0 ERA. When I bet the Cubs and he's on the mound, he gives up 10. When I don't bet them, he pitches a perfect game. So one of those guys I haven't gotten right. So just know that before I give my breakdown. I do have an official play on this game, though, JD. Any action from you on this one?
Man, this one, the past, 5 or 6 days has just really put this Brewers team in a bad spot. Mm-hmm. As far as against the Reds, they used up a ton of their bullpen. And then they were going into the doubleheader Monday, and that they only played one of those. And then they had to play a doubleheader yesterday. So just everything has kind of been out of whack and everything like that.
But what does that mean?
And then within today here, you had the Miz. And last time out, he did not look good because that was his first start back. That was his, rehab start. But what they did was they let him do that at the level here. Like actually, usually they would send him down to make that rehab start. But they decided not to do that. And yeah, he just he could not find the actual zone. It was not far into that game. I think it was in the second inning, I believe. Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Dude.
He just actually got to a point where he could not. Yeah, he just could not find the zone. So today he is still going to be on a national pitch count. So I'm still not sure that we're going to see the best of him. I also don't think that he's going to be in there long because of that pitch count. So we're going to see a lot of the Brewers pen, which, like I was just talking about, is not in good shape. So as much as the Brewers, as much as we've been backing them, and I like want to back them. Here I can't, because on the other side is Colin Ray, and he's been pitching lights out, man. He is still somebody I think that can get hit, though. And as far as this Brewers team, that is the one thing that they continue to still do is they continue to still hit and actually put up runs. At the end of the day, yeah, Thomas, this is kind of where I'm leaning. I haven't played it, but it's one of those where this is priced like it seems like the Miz is gonna pitch like almost the whole game and
lights out.
Yeah,
1 to 2 runs, holding them down for 8 innings is what this pride is. I agree. I couldn't agree.
And that's not what the situation is. It's actually just not.
Yep.
I will say at this total, also the wind must be blowing in.
Yep.
Let me take a look at that really quick.
But you know what that means to me, JD? Even with weather in this game, even with it only being a 75-degree temperature at first pitch, this Brewers team doesn't hit dingers. I mean, they have a couple guys that do, but they're the small ball kings. They're the guys who bunt men over, sacrifice, fly, directional hitting. If a guy's on third, they hit it to the second baseman so the guy on third could score. That's what they do. They're situationally sound. They're the best team in baseball at manufacturing 1 to 2 to 3 runs in a game where the total is only 6.5. And I know on most books it's at 7, guys. It's at 7. Go check FanDuel. FanDuel has it right now. Let me double check it's still that. That's what I got it with before the show. So before I say all that, let me pull it back up. And it's still at that minus 120. So over 6.5, minus 120 are the odds you can get in this game. We need a 3-3 ball game. If we see a 3-3 ball game, we've won because someone has to win the game. With these two pitchers and these two offenses, you're telling me no one can see this going 3-3? I sure think so, and I think it's one of my favorite bets of the day. Give me the over 6.5, minus 120. Definitely made my VIP card.
I definitely don't mind that. I don't necessarily love a 7.
That's why I agree. That's why I did that whole direct you to FanDuel and play it that way. I like the 6.5 so much more because, like I said, a 3-3 game at any point, we know we already won. We know we already won.
Looks like you can get a 6.5 at a few places now. It actually looks like it's down. Let me
good.
Pull it back up here so I can tell everybody exactly where it is at. We have over 6.5 at ESPN Bet, FanDuel. Those are both at minus 120, so those odds are really not bad at all. Yes.
Devin, I don't love this. Dylan, I don't love this. I do prefer the full game over than the team total for the Brewers on the first 5 because one thing we talked about, JD is the one who brought this up. The bullpens are taxed. We're having a doubleheader. We're not having a doubleheader. We're having a doubleheader, and our pitchers are going deep. We've had extra innings games. The bullpens are taxed on both sides, so I don't really like playing the full 5. I like the full game in case the bullpen explodes later in the game.
Yep.
All right, JD. Anything left on this game? We have a few more games from some viewer comments. You want to dive into those viewer games?
For sure.
Damn, dude, we made it to 12:40 before doing a viewer game. No, we did the Blue Jays game early because it started at 12:35. I take it back. We got to 1. All right, guys. Game we're going to pull up. I believe this one is for Dylan. We're doing the Giants and the Padres. Pitching for the Giants is Landon Roop. The Rooper is 7-6 with a 3.45 ERA.
That doesn't sound good.
I know, but we're going to call him the Rooper. I'm keeping it. On the other side, we have J.P. Sears, who has been a little bit iffy this year. He is 7-10 on the year with a 5.12 ERA. Guys, I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Usually I go to JD first because I'm polite as fuck. Not a family-friendly show. I can do that. I'm polite as fuck. I'm not this game. You guys know my stance on these Padres. They're a big parlay piece for me quite frequently. You guys know my stance on the Giants. When the Giants are a favorite, I fade them. Well, guess what? They aren't today. The Padres are at a minus 160, and I hate it. You want me to be honest? I hate the Padres in the spot. If I were to take anything, it would be the Giants. You guys know I hate this Giants team, but the odds are awful. This should be a minus 110 on both sides. This should be a true pick'em game here with JP Sears on the bump, and it's just not. It's priced terribly. So I would lean the Giants, but it did not make my official card for today. JD?
I'm not sure. Not sure if it should quite be a pick'em game.
I think so. Also, ESPN BPI has it 51% Giants, 49% Padres. They think the wrong team is favored.
But I was going to say, if I had to play anything, it actually would be the dog here. It's definitely a dog or either pass. For me, we've kind of talked about it over the past actually few days.
Hold on. I got to check. I don't have the game up. I got to check. We got runs in the Blue Jays. We got the Blue Jays. Home run Springer. The chat's going nuts. Little Blue Jays lead.
So that's a good start. So that was a good start for us both.
Let's go, baby. Was it a solo or a... Yeah, it was a... leadoff homer. What's up, Oviedo? Where's Footy, that fraud? Show your face. Show your face. That's right.
Get back to this Giants game, though. The Giants are just not somebody that I'm looking to really back. As far as my money, I just don't feel really good having it on them. Mm-hmm. And there's plenty of other games to bet. This is one that I'm definitely going to pass on.
I definitely feel you there. All right, JD, we got a couple more games in the chat. A couple people want us to go over. Mason Moody, our guy, wants us to go over Cleveland, Arizona. So let me pull that up next, brother. Pitching for Cleveland. There's somebody I've never heard of, and he doesn't have a picture on ESPN. His name is Parker Messick. Let's pull him up. He's 24 years old. He's only pitched in the minors. This will be his major league debut. He is 6 feet tall, 225, and a lefty. So there you go. He's going up against JD's guy, Mr. PFAT. Brandon Pfaadt is 12-8 with a 5.08 ERA and a 1.36 whip. I'm going to start by saying the D-backs are not a team I'm going to probably be taking many times the rest of the year. They're a team I think is going to go straight to the dumper. I think they are going to be playing terribly, and they're going to lose the majority of their games going forward. You take a look at the D-backs' most recent 5. They got swept by the Rockies. Then they lost the first game to the Guardians, so they lost 4 in a row. Then they won one yesterday. Good for them, but they are losers of 4 of their last 5. On the other side, the Guardians, another team that's coming in red hot, right? They are also losers of 4 of their last 5. So both teams are ice cold. Both teams, basically, you can expect them to not really be making a playoff push. JD, did you look into this one, and do you have any action? Because I'll tell you right now, I do not. Up, here comes Footy. JD threw me for a little bit of a whirl on that one. I love it. And the chat's still going nuts about Springer. We're big Springer boys in the chat today. Let's fucking go.
I want nothing.
Shut up, Footy. You commented on my free play saying the Pirates were going to win outright. So say what you want. The proof is on the tweet. I'm sorry, JD. Go ahead.
Yeah, this guy, I want nothing to do with this game, guys. I have nothing on it. I have nothing good to say. I don't even want to try to say anything. So.
Same here. No action for me, guys. I think this one is definitely one, as JD said, you have to stay away from. I believe somebody said the Mets. I believe it was J-Bo. So we'll pull that up as our last game of the day. Anything else, get the game in now, boys, because as of right now, the last game we're going to be breaking down today is going to... Oh! Brucey! A little late today, baby, but Brucey, our resident drops in a play and runs away, has come to the show and dropped in the Royals today. So, Brucey, let's see if you get that. What they be calling you Bruce with the juice around here. What are the odds on the Royals? Let's take a look.
No, there's actually not a juice. The what?
Minus 130.
Or minus 130?
Minus 132 if you want the exact odds at the moment.
What?
Yep.
How are they? Let me pull that back up.
Well, I guess we're talking about the Royals game now.
Oh, it's because the pitchers changed.
Yeah, still undecided. They had a listed pitcher and he's been removed. I have it's been undecided.
Yes, they actually had our boy Jacob.
Oh, Mr. DeGrom.
Yes.
Yeah, we knew he was out for days.
That's what I was like. There's why I was like, but actually, like the books like had him up there. And actually, like, had those priced like actually that.
I'm gonna be honest. I do have a VIP play in that game, Footy. But no one requested it. So y'all want it? Too bad. We don't take requests from Footy, but if anyone else requests it, we will fucking do it. I'm just kidding. We do have plays in this game.
There it is.
Let me see who requested it. There we go. We got it from Connie. What's up, Connie? We haven't seen you yet today, bro. We appreciate you tuning in. Mets, Nationals, I'll keep it short and sweet. The Mets are a parlay piece that I did not choose to go with today, but that's the only way I think you could play this game. You got Kodai Senga, the ghost on the bump for the Mets. He is their ace. He's 7-4 with a 2.35 ERA and a 1.23 whip. On the other side, you have the Lord of Brad Lord, 3-6 on the year with a 3.26 ERA. Wow. He's 3-6 on the year with a 3.26 ERA. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And a 1.22 whip. I already said it, JD. To me, the Mets are a parlay piece or bust here. I do think they get it done, but I did not like them as much as my other 2 legs in the parlay, so they did not make the cut. What do you like? Anything in this one?
Yeah, as far as last night, I actually bet the over here, but that number has gone up now. So at 9, I don't like that as actually much, so I would pass.
There we go. There we go. Pass for me. All right, we just got a couple more dropped in there. What was the one everyone wanted us to talk about? I'm already blanking. That was the A's game. Let's bring it up. We got the A's and we got the Twins. Pitching for the A's is JT Ginn. JT Ginn is 2-5 on the year with a 5.04 ERA. Pitching for the Twins is that dude we love to fade, Bailey Obear. Bailey Obear is 4-7 with a 5.15 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP. JD, what do you got? We know you got to play.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday about how this A's team has been playing so well, and especially their bats. They are hitting, they are scoring runs. This is a pitcher tonight that they should be able to actually get to. The Twins bullpen that they actually should also be able to add on there. Tonight, I'm actually not playing the side here, but I am playing the A's team total over 4.5.
A's team total over 4.5. I like it. I like it. I'm on the A's. I'm taking the A's to win yet again, guys. The Twins are in a free fall. We've spoken about this show on the show quite frequently. They've traded away their major league players on their roster. The guys they called up had a good first week. They looked good. They're back being minor league ball players. And this Twins team is not a major league roster. The Athletics are surprisingly a major league roster. They have some real dudes and dogs on that team, and they've been playing some great baseball. The pitching matchup to me is about a wash. I think both guys are pretty lousy, but I like the Athletics lineup a lot more than I like the Twins lineup. And Bailey Obear, I've had a lot of success fading him. Let's keep that rolling. Give me the Athletics on the money line. All right, JD. We got one more game. Reds and Angels for Connie. I'm going to bring it up. We're going to break it down. And then we're going to get into best bets. I don't know if I can keep giving 5 best bets a show, bro. I mean,
there's a lot.
We're winning. We're doing fantastic. But, you know, I don't know. Get ready. Stay tuned to best bets. Maybe I'll give you a couple. Maybe I'll give you one. I haven't decided yet, to be completely honest. All right. Reds and Angels, which, by the way, we got this question from someone yesterday. Somebody came on here and said the Reds, don't know who it was, but they did win. Pitching for the Cincinnati Reds is Nick Martinez. Martinez is 10-9 on the year with a 4.73 ERA and a 1.23 WHIP. On the other side is you say, he say, she say, Kukuch. Kukuch is 6-8 with a 3.5 ERA. I'll be honest here. I'm not taking the Reds today. Am I taking the Angels? No, thank you either. So no action for me. But JD, what you got?
I'm the same way, man.
And Dylan, such a fact. Every time JD gives out a team total, make sure you guys listen because he hits him at a higher clip than I've seen from anybody else on social media. Sorry, I had to compliment you real quick. Back to you.
Appreciate that. I feel the same way about this game, though, man.
I thought you were going to say you feel the same way about your team totals. That they're free money, baby.
Right. Oh, but I cannot trust the Reds here in this spot. Angels also don't really want to back them here either. I do have definitely a strong lean to the over, though.
That's it?
There's it, man.
That's it?
There's another game where I just really don't have much on.
And nothing from Bruce with the juice, his Royals. I know we went over the pitching change, but before we get into best bets, nothing official from you.
No.
Me neither. I don't have anything either.
The Rangers, them on the road, like I said, they just have not been playing well. This would be a Royals or pass. I didn't realize the price had actually gone up that much, though.
Yeah.
If they were still at that like minus 115, I'd be like, yeah, like I love that play. When you're getting at minus 130 or higher, I don't really like it as much, but that would definitely be the way I would have to lean.
JD, the only games we didn't cover today were basically the Braves game. Sorry for you. And the Marlins-Cardinals game. I think we touched on all the good ones because those are 2 shit games today. We did talk about the Dodgers because I said they were a parlay piece for me. So there you go. All right, JD. It's about the time in the show where we give people our favorite bets of the day. We call it the best bets. And then we win those best bets. And then people tell us how great we are. So you're ready to go into that part of the show we do every day?
Definitely.
I love that part of the show. Here we go. Best bets for today, Wednesday, August 20th. JD, I swear to God, you better not have one. He's going to say, I got one.
Let's go with 2. I really don't have as many plays today to really choose from. But let's go with 2 on the night slate. let's go back to that Yankees game we talked about. Give me the Yankees on the money line. Definitely like that spot for them. And then the game that we kind of just talked about. Give me that A's team total over 4.5.
I like it. I like it. All right, I'll go next. I've queued up 3 straight best bets, and I'll give the parlay. Fuck it, right? Yanks, money line, plus 100. Let's go, Schlittler. Astros, money line, minus 115. Let's go, Framber Valdez. Over, Brewers, Cubs, 6.5, minus 120. Let's cash that over in the later game. And then the parlay of the day, boys, we got your LA Dodgers parlayed with the Philadelphia Phillies. It starts in about 10 minutes. You can get that parlay at a plus 120. There are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus. I have 6 VIP plays for the day. I've given out 4. I got to stop doing that. I'm going to get yelled at by my clients. JD, it's been a fantastic show, my brother. Anything you want to add for the people today before we get the fuck out of here? There is over 1,600 people still here. We appreciate you guys very much.
Yeah, definitely shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to the chat. The chat has been absolutely great. I actually like the past
all week.
Yeah. This whole week. So yeah. Now we can say football is here, guys. Tomorrow we are going to be breaking down a football game.
Are we going to do that tomorrow or Friday? I was going to ask you. I know we normally do our college football on Thursdays, but the game is on Saturday. So I was like, I know we usually do a whole college football show. Do you think we should just do that on Friday?
We have a smaller baseball slate tomorrow.
We're doing it tomorrow.
So actually, like, that's why, like, I figured we would do that.
This is why you're the GOAT.
So yes, guys, we have made it. The time is finally here. No, we're not going to be breaking down a ton of games, but you will hear some football talk tomorrow. So I hope everybody joins us then. But yeah, man, it's just been a great week. Everything's been going well, and let's keep that going. And it's only one more thing to do, and let's fucking win.
And JD, I think you have to word it a little differently today. Let's fucking win again. After yesterday's unbelievable performance from Best Bets. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. And as the GOAT always says, the GOAT of all goats, let's fucking win. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Peace out.